You ever look at someone's new job announcement on LinkedIn and think quietly to yourself, there's no way they were more qualified than me? Be honest. Because a lot of professionals are dealing with this right now. Watching people with less experience, less skill, and less years somehow land the role that they wanted. Meanwhile, you've been applying for months, getting ghosted, making it through multiple rounds of interviews, hearing we went with another candidate. And after a while, it starts messing with your confidence. You start wondering if you are the problem. But the truth is, the hiring market has changed, and most professionals never adapted to it. This is the part that nobody wants to say out loud. The best candidate does not always get hired anymore. Clearly, the clearest candidate does now. And what that means is the candidate who feels like they were the most memorable gets picked, the easiest to understand, or the easiest to picture in that role. That's who's winning. Because hiring managers are very overwhelmed. They're scanning resumes fast, scanning LinkedIn profiles, making assumptions very quickly. And if your value is buried under corporate buzzwords, you essentially are losing, even if you have more experience. That's why some people keep getting opportunities while others stay invisible for years. Not because they're smarter, but because they learned how to position themselves. How to make your resume not sound like everyone else? This is where most people are losing. The resume sounds like a job description: responsible for, managed, assisted, worked with. None of those tell you actually about the person behind the resume and why you actually matter. Meanwhile, somebody else is saying save the company $1.2 million, reduce delays by 32%, led operations across 4 regions, improve reporting efficiencies. You see the difference? One sounds replaceable, the other sounds valuable. And the scary part is a lot of talented people are walking away around with the invisible value, and they don't know how to communicate the impact. LinkedIn has truly changed the game for you. The other thing that people are underestimating right now is visibility. LinkedIn quietly became the new first impression. Recruiters are searching profiles before they even look at resumes. Hiring managers are checking your online presence before interviews. And most professionals still have dead profiles, generic headlines, zero authority, no thought leadership, and no positioning. So even when you are qualified, nobody feels it because your online presence doesn't match your real world experience. That disconnect alone is costing people 6 figures right now. So you don't need to understand, you don't have a qualification problem. You have a positioning problem. That's the difference because positioning affects how people remember you, how recruiters search for you, how interviews actually make you feel, and how leadership perceives you, how confidence you have in your profile. Most professionals are trying to win with experience alone, and that era is over. Now you need visibility, communication, storytelling, authority, positioning, and that's why somebody with less experience can walk in and beat you at your own game and be technically stronger because confidence and clarity scale faster than hidden talent. I need professionals to stop thinking, if I just work harder, eventually somebody will notice me. That's not how this market works anymore. You have to become visible. You have to communicate value fast, and you have to position yourself like the opportunity. I need professionals to stop thinking, if I just work harder, eventually somebody will notice me. That's not how this market works anymore. You have to become visible. You have to communicate value fast, and you have to position yourself like the opportunity already belongs to you. Because if people cannot see your value quickly, they move on. And that's exactly why less qualified people keep getting hired before you. If this hit home, start fixing your positioning now before another year goes by feeling overlooked. And if you want help rebuilding your positioning, LinkedIn, resume, and interview strategy, book a strategy call down below. I'll see you in the next video.